Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is a live recording of a 50-minute full body flexibility practice. I use my bolster and I use my strap if you've got something to make your arms longer. Find some space to move though, and let's get started. All right, we are gonna start laying down, and if you do have a strap to use today, have it close by. I'm gonna turn my pillow this way today, but you can lay on whatever you'd like to lay on. If anything. And just come all the way down. Depending on how you're laying, what you're laying on, your arms might be encouraged to be somewhere out to your sides or above your head. Maybe even resting your hands on your belly. Just give your spine a chance to arch a little bit though if you're laying on something. Give your shoulders a chance to soften and your arms to be a little bit heavier. And also deciding what you want to do with your legs. Maybe getting into your hips a little bit while we're here. But once you've made all the adjustments that you need to make, you found a place where you can start to relax and be still. Begin to notice your breath. And no need to change it, but just feel it. And we are gonna stay here a little bit longer. And you might stay as you are. Or we can move a little bit. We might start to plant our feet. And then we would be taking our prop or pillow and bringing it underneath our hips. So a supported bridge, or just changing the part of your spine that's lifted off the ground if you're laying on something. And you can either keep your feet planted, your knees bent. You could send your legs long, or you could try to find that diamond shape again. Wherever you happen to be right now, we'll all start to move. So bringing your arms to your sides, bringing your feet back to the ground. And if you're laying on top of something, take it out, sit up, or lift your hips, but slide it off to the side so you can be flat on your back. And if you'd like, you can hug your knees to your chest. Maybe rock or sway side to side. Massage your back against the ground. Scan your entire body. When you're feeling good, to bring your feet back to the ground or to find your strap. If you've got something to make your arms longer today, we'll use it. So our right foot can lift up into the air. Lead with your heel. Find the stretch through your hamstring. And let's keep our left leg bent for now. That foot just planted on the ground. And you might move your hands up your strap towards your foot, closer towards your foot, to try to take the bend out of your elbow. Maybe to feel a little pull through your arm. Now, just if you want a little bit extra, we can send our left leg long, but resist moving your right leg and your arms. Try to let them stay exactly where they are. And see how straight you can get with that left leg, if you want. Now, if you did send your left leg out long, bend it again. Plant that foot again. And keeping your right leg straight up above you, there might be a little bit of an adjustment to make when you bring that left leg back in. Maybe it's the hands reaching closer to the foot. Maybe the toes pointing a little closer to the forehead. Maybe an extra press of your low back into the ground. You can stay for another breath. And then slowly starting to release your right leg down. You can take your strap off your foot and you can even set it to the side for now. We'll plant our feet, maybe swaying the knees side to side just to shake it out a little bit. And then we're going to let our knees tip over to the left. So not switching sides just yet, but finding a twist instead with our legs going over to the left. Trying to stack our legs on top of one another, or maybe you've got your pillow you want to tuck underneath your leg. Just adjust the shoulders if they're lifting on you. So another option to stay just as you are. Or we'll try to keep our top leg where it is and maybe move our bottom leg down. Slide it down towards the bottom of your mat. You can heel toe the foot more to the middle of your mat. You can straighten your bottom leg as much as it wants to go. Maybe turning your hips a little bit more. And maybe going just a touch deeper into your twist. Now, if you did send your bottom leg down, you might slide it all the way back up to where you started. And then use a nice big inhale to lift your legs all the way up and out of your twist. Bending your knees and planting your feet. If you want, you can hug your knees in towards your chest. But then you can also find your strap again. And we'll switch to our left leg lifting up. And we'll keep the right leg bent for the first few moments. But as you send your left heel up a little higher and reach a little bit closer to the foot to feel that nice length through your arms. Breathing softness into your hamstring. Now, should you want to extend your right leg long, let's try to keep the left leg where it is and our arms too. And just sliding that foot out. See how straight that leg will go for you without moving anything else. See if that deepens the stretch that you're feeling through your left leg. If you did send your right leg long, start to bring it back in, planting the foot. And then notice maybe there's a little adjustment to make through that left leg or your arms. Take just the last few breaths here, lengthening your hamstring, your calf. And staying for just another breath. And then you can start to release your leg down and place your strap off to the side. Swaying the knee side to side a few times just to shake it out a little bit. If you're going to be using your pillow for your twisted anyway, you might bring it over to the right side of you. But we'll start with both of the legs bent, tipping over to the right and just trying to stack the legs. Adjust the shoulders. Close your eyes. Maybe you'll stay just as you are. Or maybe you'll start to move your bottom leg down. Keeping the top leg mostly where it is. Or maybe it's getting a little bit closer to the ground. Let's scooch that bottom leg down if you're gonna move it. Still able to breathe softly in your twist. Nice work, you guys. If you did move your bottom leg, you can bring it back. And using an inhale to lift both of your legs up out of your twist. Or you might hug your knees to your chest or leave your feet on the ground, but feel free to sway side to side. We're going to be coming up to seated. So you can roll over or rock yourself forwards. But we're going to sit down for a little bit. And if you want to sit on something, if you've got something to sit on, please do. You can sit however you want to sit though, maybe in butterfly, but I want you to be able to sit nice and tall, and we're going to move our head to stretch our neck a little bit so you can decide how you want to be sitting down and if you want to be sitting on something. I'm going to go for the lifted hips and butterfly. So again, just making sure that you're comfortable. You can sit nice and tall. You can place your hands on your knees or in your lap. Close your eyes. And we'll let our chin fall down towards the collarbone. And we're just going to roll our head from shoulder to shoulder a few times just to loosen up. Just moving at your own pace. Just noticing how you're feeling throughout your neck. Your upper back, down your spine. And the next time you roll your head over towards your right shoulder, you can pause there. Let your head tip over, leading with your ear. Make sure you're still sitting nice and tall, maybe gently pressing the ground away. And just if you wanted a little bit extra, you could take your left hand and bring it to your low back. Just if you want a little bit extra. Now you have the option to move your hand back to your knee or keep it on your low back, but we are going to start to move our head again. We're just going to rock the head down, tip the head down, and roll over to the other side. And then just going back and forth if it feels good to do so, but nice and slow. Nice and gentle. And if you still have your hand on your low back, bring it out. Find your knee again. And then once your head ends up back over towards the left shoulder, so the other side, you can pause there. Lengthen the spine a little bit more. Let your head be heavy. And just maybe your right hand might end up on your low back. We'll be swaying the head or rolling our head from side to side just a couple extra times if it feels good, but you can take your hand and bring it back to the knee now or later. You can also skip these head rolls. But if you do have your hand on your low back still, bring it back to your knee and then let your head come through center with your chin tipping down towards your collarbone. And you can slowly lift your chin back up. Maybe your eyes can stay closed though, and you can just take a moment to notice how you feel. Feel free to stay here longer, just sitting down with your eyes closed. Also start to move your legs and maybe bringing the knees together for a little hug or squeeze. We are going to be moving to pigeon next. If you do want to do figure 4 from a seated position or laying on your back, you can do figure 4. If you're going to join me in pigeon, you can come to tabletop. Maybe give your hips a bit of a sway, side to side. We can slide the right knee forwards. Maybe you want to sit on your heel, or maybe your foot is coming out to the left. Or just scooch around so that you're nice and level through your hips. Maybe you've got your pillow in front of you to lay on. So you can keep the chest lifted, or you can be folding forward. Opening up through that right hip. Let's take 3 more breaths on this side. Maybe breathing a little bit deeper. You can start to move. If you're folding forwards, we can find our way to tabletop. If you're on your back or sitting down, just uncross your legs. Shake it out however you'd like to shake it out. And switching sides whenever you are ready to do so. Doing something similar on this side. Just leveling things out as best you can. Getting as comfortable as you can. But finding your breath most of all. And we'll stay for those last 3 breaths. And finding your way either up or uncrossing your legs. And a moment to shake it out a little bit if you'd like. And then we're all gonna sit down again. So if you are on your back, if you can come to seated one more time. You could sit on something again if you want to. But let's bring our legs out long. Maybe out nice and wide. Maybe pointing your toes up. Maybe your pillow is in front of you instead of under you. But just lengthening through your spine, maybe adding a sway through your shoulders and getting nice and long through the inner legs. And folding if the chest wants to go that way. And just an option if you want to add your arms into this at all. You can always bring your legs in if you want to sit in a different kind of way and do your arms instead of your legs. But our right arm can come in front of the chest and then just hug it towards the chest. Point your fingers out to the left side. Sit tall or lean forwards. If you can rest your arms on something, maybe you'll get a little bit closer, a little bit more snug, and a deeper stretch. Should you be folding forwards, you can start to lift back up, and you can also release your arms for a moment too. Maybe a couple shoulder rolls. Switching sides. Hugging your arm to your chest. Maybe leaning forwards, maybe not. And one more time, lifting up if you are folding forwards. Couple shoulder rolls if you want. If your legs are still out nice and wide, you can help them come back together. Nice little hug or squeeze. We're going to be laying down on our backs. If you're going to want to use your pillow for Shavasana, maybe you'll have it by the bottom of your mat. But you can lay down for sure and either plant your feet or hug your knees to your chest. Just take a moment to close your eyes. Scan your body. Maybe moving around a little bit. Swaying side to side. Eventually, always sending our legs out nice and long. Maybe you've got a pillow under them in some way. Just placing your arms somewhere comfy too. Making all the adjustments that you need. So you can settle right into Shavasana. Just feeling your breath. You can slowly start to move. Maybe finding a nice big stretch. Bending your knees one leg at a time. So you can roll over. Finding your way up to a comfy seat when you're ready. And bring your hands together. Awesome practice, you guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a great weekend, and we will see you guys very soon. Namaste.